Hello everybody, I'm Frederico Lapenda and today I'm in the headquarters of Third Realm Creations with the co-founder, my friend Sith. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome.
So today, Sith is going to show us a little bit of their new Megaverse. Let's go.
Yeah, so this is a 4D theater that we developed here in Mobile, Alabama. So the team and I, we worked on this project for quite some time. And this is basically a full room scale. The room itself interacts with the players using all the haptics that we developed. 6 individuals go into VR headsets and they can see each other, play different experience, escape rooms, games, cinematic experience.
And what size is it?
The size of this room is 20 by 35, 20 in length and 36 by, if you add the ramp.
And what's the business model for somebody that wants to do something like this? Let's say you're in Brazil and you want to create this business.
Well, right now we're doing B2B, business to business. A business owner would purchase it, maybe like a zoo or a theme park or a family fun attraction center, and they would purchase the room for a fixed price, and then we do a subscription-based model where they pay yearly price, and then basically they get 8 experience a year, and they can charge whatever they in the location, whatever they need, to the customers. So we don't dictate that.
You're also a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And you're also coming up with great stuff. Share with us what you have.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time coming up with concepts and ideas for the room. From a filmmaking background, I like to tell a story. A lot of our stuff is very story driven. I'm producing a couple projects now on the film side, and a lot of our film stuff is now integrated into the Megaverse. Some of the VR. So you got a movie, and now you can live the movie experience simultaneously as you see the film.
So as a business model now, content creators will have more sources of revenue.
Yes.
Last night we're having a drink and we're talking about Zuckerberg and said some interesting stuff. What do you think Zuckerberg is doing wrong?
I feel like with Facebook, the first thing is with the Metaverse. I don't want people to mistake Metaverse with Megaverse. We actually had that earlier before Facebook became Meta. And what Facebook or what Meta is doing, I think that what they should have done first after acquiring Oculus, which is the headset they're using for VR, was to go after a different demographic. Trying to force people into or have people migrate from Facebook to the virtual space of Meta. It's hard because most people are not adapted to that. I believe that he should have went through more of a gaming route, maybe even acquire Twitch or something that's more in that system, and then slowly integrate people back over to that. Because most people on Facebook are already connected, and then to connect in a virtual space, they look at it with, well, what's the need for it, And the difference between the Megaverse and us is, I still focus on shared experience. So a family of 6 can come in here and we transport them into a different world together. So they can physically still touch each other, run into each other, hug each other, they get scared. But with Meta, it's a little bit different because you can be at home, but you're still separate. But you're connected, you're still separate. So it's similar, it's still the same like Facebook, because why go in a headset if I can't physically touch you? Like, you and Marco's walking around playing the game and you bump into each other.
Right.
But you're in a different world.
Right.
And I think like the human interaction part of it, of Meta, is still lacking in that aspect. But with Megaverse, you're able to, still have the physical interaction and the room physically interact with you. So it's a more immersive experience and a true shared experience, in my opinion.
And your company has 2 sides. One is VR, the other one is Megaverse. Please explain what VR is.
VR is like virtual reality. This is basically what this is. The Megaverse is a product that we developed using VR, and it's been a long road. We're constantly evolving. The room itself is constantly evolving. We're adding more haptics. We're going into training simulations now, not just gaming. So I think training and simulation is going to be a very big feature of VR. I'm a firm believer in training. So we're constantly developing that. And in fact, we have a couple projects that are training first responders now. So I think training is the way to go with VR. Gaming is always going to be there. You know, it's just the way it's entertainment, so it's never going to go away. But I think the strong usage and the more powerful usage of VR is training. Because you can put first responders or people in a world or in an environment that they can never, that they can be in, but like not really the safe world. And you're able to recreate that different environments. And then, in our other division, we have the VP side, which is the virtual production side. We have an LED wall at the sound stage. Where
Tell us a little bit about the LD wall.
Yeah, so the LED wall at the sound stage, we're using the same technology. We're using Unreal. We use Unreal to create simulations, VR simulations for a couple of companies, medical companies, and now we're using it for filmmaking. So, the big studios are using it. Disney is using it for all the Mandalorian stuff. The TV shows, Netflix is using it now. So, you take these game engines that are creating these worlds and put them on an LED wall, and you can use the VR technology to track everything in real time. So, it's exciting to see like the gaming world, the entertainment world, and the film world all merging together. And I just happen to be in, I guess, the right spot. I'm a filmmaker, but also a game developer, which is kind of.
What about allies of the Amazon? What could we do with something like this for?
Rico, what can't you do? It comes, we talked about that last night when we were drinking. It was concepts. It's the first thing is it starts here first. I mean, you could have tons of like gear and cameras, whatever you want, but it's coming up with a unique concept that still gets the message across. And I think that with this is coming up with the right concept for it. And I'm excited. I think that we can make this happen. It's going to be pretty amazing for a lot of kids to see this come to life and be a part of the world. They could read about it, but then being a part of the world itself. You did the Dinosaur Island one. You're walking around with dinosaurs.
Incredible experience.
Yeah.
So maybe there's gonna be a VR game with allies of the Amazon.
Maybe.
My man. Thank you, man. Congratulations.